our ways to communicate. Communication is a crucial part of our lives. We used to it every day to communicate as a tool to express our thoughts and as well to deliver our message. It is so basic that when we are babies, our parents, our relatives, they taught us how to speak. It is so fundamental that we forget to study it, to improve it, and to enhance it to the best that we can. Before, all I know is communication is only speaking, talking. But then I realized that it should be a two-way process. One is speaking and the other one is listening, and then vice versa. After the speaker, the one also will speak until they will reach the mutual understanding. The more I study this subject about communication, the more I see my inadequacy by communication. Based on my project, in my pathway, I am more of a direct and analytical communicator, which is, in the sense, is true. I do not want going around the bush when I'm talking to someone. I will tell him straightforward what I wanted to say. And also I want him directly telling me what he wanted to say to me, or what is his problem or concern. And sometimes I neglect and forget the emotion or the situation. Not too much in English. I am not that good in English, but we all know that we Filipinos are rich in vocabularies in communication in English. It has been a challenge for me regarding communication barriers from my colleagues as well as to our clients. But I need to adapt. I need to learn a new ways of better communication or communicating with them. Good thing that we have this technological advancement, phones, messenger, WhatsApp, Facebook. But nothing will compare with the personal communication. It gives more authenticity when you're speaking face to face. It is genuine. And I believe it gives a heavier impact when you talk directly or face to face. But most people are ashamed to speak up in front of you. That's why they exploit other means like social media to voice up their concern. They talk at your back. They rather talk to your neighbors than confronting you or talking to you. I do not like that kind of communication. That is the reason why many Filipinos end up holding grudges to their friends, to their neighbors, or even to their family members. I know it is difficult to be a straightforward communicator to someone that is close to you, but I believe that is the best way to avoid future conflicts. That is my communication style. I want to cultivate being direct communicator as well as sympathetic with their feelings. And that is a challenge for me. Direct, straightforward communicator with a heart. Meaning I am taking into consideration the status or the situation of the person I am talking with. I know it will be hard and a lot of techniques should be learned and applied. I am excited and looking forward to achieving that goal. Toastmasters.
Be my lady. Let the sun shine to your heart and make a brand new start. Stay with me each night and day through the rest of my life, just like a work of art. My love will last until forever. To my fellow Toastmasters, to Toastmasters evaluators, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good afternoon to all of you. Whoa. Actually, that was the song that memorialized none other than Martin Rivera of the Philippines. And to be honest, when I sang that song in front of many people during the first ever competition that I have joined back in Saudi Arabia, many people, a lot of my friends call me after Martin Rivera of KSA. Do I sound Martin Rivera? Do you believe so? Can you thumbs up? Anyways, you know, that song is the song who put me in the spot of the stage, being a performer. And during the time, I started my singing career because many people told me that I have a good talent. So I thank God for giving me such talent in singing. And that's why I continue, you know. I embrace, even inside of me, I don't hear myself, actually. So I just depend on the people, what they tell me, or what they're going to tell me. So from that point, I already doing on a regular basis. It gives me sometimes a benefit. Every time that they invited me to sing in many Filipino community events there in Saudi Arabia, even here in Oman. So it gives me a very nonchalant feeling, and it boosts my enthusiasm to explore my singing career. Back in Saudi Arabia, I joined a choir group, and we competed in different countries, in European countries. Somehow, my passion in music gave me this great opportunity to travel in different countries, like in Germany, you know. And with that, I am very fortunate to be part of this group, because somehow as a group, it also gives me personal challenge, or what do you call this, a personal achievement. So in that regards, since this one, I believe that this talent of mine is a God-gifted talent. So I involve myself in a music ministry in the charts to be able for me to pay back the talents that God gave me. So it leads me into serve our God using my hidden talent, all my talent. So the passion in music, I believe that everyone has a gifted talent. So what you need to do is just to develop it, you know, because I don't believe that somebody says that they don't know how to sing. But in fact, everybody knows how to sing. What you need to do is just develop yourself, you know, like what I did to myself. I never kept it. I just share it with other people, and now I've been well known by anybody that I can sing well and I can perform well in front of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you I want you to know that everyone has a God-gifted talent. So you need to exercise and you need to develop it by yourself. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
To the second part of our session, which is the most fun. And I really love this session because it will really bring out the best in you, which is our table topic session. Are we all excited to be called by our table topic master for today? Yes? So let me call on, without further ado, let me call on our Toastmaster Jack Cañete to lead us for our table topic.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Grace. Well, good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to our Table Topics program, Table Topics session. And I know that you are all excited for this segment. And for me, this is the most, shall I say, interesting part in Toastmasters since day one I started, because this is where I always win in the argument with my wife. Moving forward, today's table topic session will be more on our today's theme. But before we will start, and I will share my screen, today's table topics will be, each and every one of us will be called, for sure, because we are only 10 in the room. And I mentioned our theme for today's meeting was taken from the book of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. All right, and as I said, our theme for today is seek first to understand, then to be understood. And in order for us to understand, we need to what? In order for us to understand each other, we need to
Listen.
Yes, we need to listen and listen. So, at this juncture, we will be listening to our speakers for this segment. But before I will start the question, let me share to you some listening roadblocks, which most of us are experiencing, or maybe in one way or another, we somehow use these roadblocks when we are trying to listen or talking to someone. The first is spacing out, where someone is speaking and your mind is wandering when someone is talking. The second roadblocks is pretending that you are listening and you say yes and you nod your head, but you're not truly listening. All right? The third roadblocks is selective listening. You only listen if the speech of the speaker interests you. Or the last roadblocks is the selfish listening. Or you are listening, okay, but you want to be the center of the conversation. But today, we will listen, and we will let our speaker be the center of our topic for today. And to our guests for today, all right, we have 3 guests as I see in our room. You have an option, all right? So an option to answer the question, or an option to just say your name and smile, or to do both. All right, so are you now ready? Ready?
Yes.
And this is the first question. Okay? So the first question is, we all have times when we are poor listeners, which listening roadblocks do you most often use? Explain why this happened. Okay, the first question is, we all have times that we are poor listeners. Which listening roadblocks, as I mentioned earlier, you do most often? And explain why this happened. So let me call the first speaker. And let me call first, of course, our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Herman. The floor is yours, Toastmaster Herman.
Hello, Toastmasters and guests. Good afternoon. I'm sure that there are two calls. First one seems to be very happy, and the other one is very hard to be communicating. I feel like that to be listening sometimes, but I really did not understand because one of the factors for me, for myself personally, I really have doubts or fears, or I don't have enough confidence to to understand or to listen to others. So, fellow Toastmasters, do you want not to be understood because you have not communicated fully what you want to communicate? Back to you, table topic.
Yes, Toastmaster Herman, thank you very much and congratulations. Alright. Well, and I believe that sometimes, in one way or another, we encounter or we use them as we communicated. Alright? Although our topics for today is not about the roadblocks, but it's more on communication. And I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Herman for taking the first step. When people feel that you listen, they are more likely to like you. And the question is, when was the last time you listened well? And why? The question is, when was the last time you listened well? Forte, Toastmaster or soon to be Toastmaster Maribel, if she is around, to tell us about her name and smile and or answer the question or do both. Toastmaster Maribel, I hope that you're around. Yes, I see here. I see her.
Hi. Hello, good afternoon. This is my first time to be joining in this group. So anyway, good afternoon, everyone. It's really a nice topic. Regarding the question, when was the last time you listened well and why? Well, I'm under training right now with Miss Cheryl in the nursing retention unit. So it's really new to me to be hearing a lot of issues coming from different units. So since this is my first time, I need to be observant of everything that is going on in the unit. And of course, I have to learn what are the things that I need to identify and how can I help those staff about resolving their issues in the unit. And I think since this is my first time encountering this kind of issues, then I need to really listen well to them and maybe get some tips and some advices coming from Miss Cheryl, because she's the one who's teaching me about all these ideas on how we can help the staff about their issues in the unit. And that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Ma'am Maribel, and welcome to MG1 Toastmasters Club. I think that you are ready to become a member. Okay, and congratulations for taking the challenge of answering this question. And I believe that the community is happy as well that you are with us today, and congratulations once again. I hope that you will be a member of our club. Moving forward and show people that you are listening. What are some ways that you can show people that you are listening? And to answer this question, may I call on our guest once again. Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster, guest GR, Buhan. Hi GR, sir. Sir GR. I think he's not in his station right now. So may I call on again the next guest, Sir Romeo Bansag. Hi, Sir Romeo. And I believe Sir Romeo as well is not in his station. So we will get back to them after a few minutes. But let me call on members this time. Toastmaster Ben Consolacion. And since he is the timer, so he will time himself as he speaks. Okay, Toastmaster Ben, what are some ways that you can show people that you are listening? Toastmaster Ben Consolacion.
Thank you very much to our table topic master, Toastmaster Jack, and to my fellow Toastmasters, good afternoon. Yes, there are a lot of ways that you really to show that you are really sincere when you are listening to someone. The first thing, when you are the way I seeing myself, to really show that I'm very much on listening to the person I'm talking. I need to make sure that I be attentive. I need to look at his eyes. I need to show that I'm interested and I'm listening, and I really allow him to speak first. It's good that we have a good topic this theme afternoon, that seek first to understand, then to be understood. I think that's one of my favorite line when I read the book of Stephen Covey. It's very important. It's really help us become a successful in life, because we need to understand listening is not the same with hearing. You can hear the words, but if you're not listening, you're not able to understand the word, because majority of us, we are not really listening, because what we are doing is we are trying to give our reactions. That's why we are not able to really understand what the other people are doing. That's why for me, this ways that to show them that we need to be attentive, we need to show them that we are serious and we are really there for them, because especially there are times that people needs us to give their all their feelings, all their emotion. That's why it's very important for this. And really, thank you for this Toastmasters, because given me the opportunity to do what is the correct way of listening. And yes, it's I'm very fortunate to have this. And back to you, Mr. Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ben. Yes, I agree with you that we must be attentive when someone is speaking. All right, so thank you very much for sharing us the ways to show that you are, to show people that you are listening. And with that, let us proceed to the next question. Okay, so I believe we have a lot of time available for us to complete our meeting at 2 o'clock. So can I proceed further to the next question? However, as I mentioned earlier, we only have 7 questions. So don't worry, we answered 4. So we have 3 remaining. So may I call on this time to answer this question. Sometimes you have to listen with your eyes as much as you listen with your ears. People say a lot with their body language and facial expressions. And why? To answer this question, may I call on our General Evaluator, Toastmaster, Cheryl D. Guzman Mortela.
Thank you very much for this wonderful question, Table Topic Master. This sentence that sometimes you have to listen with your eyes as much as you listen with your ears is a good eye opener for me. As what Maribel has shared in our role as retention officer, we encountered lack of issues, concerns. We have to listen attentively. Though there are times, as human as I am, I may be telling them that I'm listening, yet my eyes just wandered around, looking at my cell phone for any message, looking at the computer for the emails I want to answer. Like, for us that we want to multitask, sometimes we forget that those who are coming to us needed that little time for you to just have your ears to them. And even this simple listening, even though you will not tell them what to do, but letting them realize that you care, you are there to listen, may make their day a little brighter. Yes, our facial expression or the body language will tell more than those words that we speak. For us, fellow Toastmasters, will you listen with your ears, with your eyes? Back to you, Toastmaster Jack.
All right, thank you very much, Toastmaster Che. I want to zoom out so that I can see your eyes while speaking, but it's not available in Zoom. Same as with the lady in the picture as she listened. But yes, I agree with you that somehow in times we encounter that we try to what's the term you use? Do many things at a time, but to give your precious time and listen to the person you are talking is giving that person the feel of importance. So thank you very much for that, Toastmaster Che. And well, listening is our topic for today. I hope that you listened well, and moving forward to our next table topics question. Alright, so the question is, to be a good listener, mirror back what someone says. Repeat back in your own words what the person is saying. Have you used this technique? Is it effective? Why or why not? To answer this question, may I call on our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Grace Labajo.
Wow. Good morning once again to all our Toastmasters and lovely guests. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jack Cañete, for a wonderful question. And the topic indeed is very good, very effective to all of us. My question is, to be a good listener, mirror back what someone says, repeat back in your own words what the person is saying. Is it really effective? Is this technique really effective? Definitely yes. I do agree, because when you mirror back or saying what you have listened to someone else, or to your friends, to your loved one, or to anyone that you have conversation with, it's saying that you are confirming, you're asking her or his confirmation that you fully understood what the person has said. It is very important that for both of you, the listener and the speaker, have the same, you're in the same boat, you're in the same page, you understood the same thing. Otherwise, there will be a misunderstanding with the conversation. So, mirroring back to someone, to whatever the person is talking to you, is very effective technique. So in order for you to really understand well what the person wanted to tell you, and that is the power of mirroring back. Toastmaster, table topic Toastmaster Jack Cañete.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Grace. Well, I agree with you that this technique is somehow very important as well, showing that you are indeed listening to the person you are talking with. All right, so moving forward, and I believe this is the second to the last or the last question. And the question is, have you ever had a time with your family or friends when you knew that you needed to zip it and just listen? Why it is important to do this sometimes? How does this help? How does this help the person you are listening to? I will repeat the question. I am also having a hard time to read the question. All right. Have you ever had a time with your family or friends when you knew that you needed to zip it and just listen? Why it is important to do it sometimes? How does this help the person you are listening to? And to answer this question, may I call on is Toastmaster Romeo now around? Toastmaster Romeo? Our soon to be Toastmaster Romeo? Is he around now in his station? Okay, he's not yet around. And of course, since I have only one question left, I will let Toastmaster Marlon to answer the question, this table topics question. So, Toastmaster Marlon, is it important to do this sometimes? Why or why not? Toastmaster Marlon.
Yes, sir. Definitely. It is so much important to listen to someone. Just listen without any words telling to him or speaking. Just listen. Like for example, if my mother is telling some of her problems, it's very important to just listen without any reply. Just listen. Let them voice out what their concerns, what are their issues. Also with my wife, when she is upset with her work, no need for me as a husband, just listen to her. Maybe it will take around let's say an hour or maybe 2 hours that she is voicing out her complaint. So it is very important, because doing that, you are just the receiver of that problem, and it will greatly improve their feeling, because they already voiced out their problem. You did not do anything, but you help a lot. That is why it's very important to just zip it, just listen, and it will greatly improve, or it will greatly help that person. Those table topic master.
Yes, thank you very much, Toastmaster Marlon. And before I will end our segment, let me share to you this quote from Alfred Brindle, as it says, "The word listen contained the same letters as the word silent." And with that, thank you very much, everyone. I hope that you enjoy our segment for today. Back to you, Toastmaster Grace Labajo.
We're gonna go straight to the heart of the meeting, our evaluation portion. To lead us with this evaluation portion or session for the meeting, let me call our Toastmaster, Cheryl Mortella.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster of the day. As our Toastmaster mentioned, that we are now at the heart of this session. May I call first my first army as the evaluator number 1 to evaluate Toastmaster Marlon on his speech direct to the point. Can I call Toastmaster Ben Celestial?
Thank you very much to our General Evaluator and to my fellow Toastmasters, especially our speaker for this afternoon, Toastmaster Marlon. Good afternoon, Assalamualaikum. Truly, as I said, it's a great opportunity to evaluate our very prepared speaker this afternoon. Can you say to me now what kind of leadership or communication style did Marlon able to show to us? Is he a direct communicator, initiative communicator, supportive, or analytical communicator? When he started with a telephone call, I really said that he is an initiative communicator. Because, you know, when you are a salesman or you're in the sales, you should be the first one initiating it. But as Toastmaster Marlon delivered his speech, and he shared to us what kind of communicator he is, he said to us that he is a direct and analytical communicator. Yes, well done, Toastmaster Marlon, because truly you delivered it a well-organized speech, and I truly believe you have prepared this. And the good thing is that you really acknowledge the inadequacy, the need to learn more on communicating, the best way to communicate to people. Good job, Toastmaster Marlon, and really what I like most, and I could say that you really have a good vocal variety. Your voice is clear, it is understood, and job well done for that. Toastmaster Marlon, if you may allow so, or I would like to, you can work on your next projects. I would like you to improve your hand gestures. You know, like we keep on emphasizing this because our hands is a way of we can show our message to people. I would like also when I learn in Toastmasters, when like use this, if you cannot control your hand gesture, just put your both palm to do like this. And also I believe you prepared for this. Speak from your heart. No need for you to go to your notes to browse it. No need. You know, when you speak from your heart, people will remember. When you speak from your mind, people will remember it. But when you speak from your heart, people you truly change the life of people. I believe you have this charisma, Toastmaster Marlon. Just relax. You know, when we are doing our speech, no need to 100% memorize our speech. And other thing, you know, when this project, I heard one of the speakers deliver this kind of project. It's better to have more examples. It's good to have more examples. You know how you show that you showed the direct way of leadership during your communication with your office mate. You can have your conversation. You can show that how you make analytical way of communicating with someone. You can make a conversation, and it will be much. I think it is more effective, I could say. Other than that, I really like the way you tell us you are truly a direct, analytical, and the good thing, you speak and communicate with a heart. I mean, thank you, Toastmaster Marlon, for inspiring us to do these things. And back to you, to our general evaluator.
All right, thank you very much. I forgot because I'm also timing and I forgot even to show the colors, but I sent him what time he did it. You know, we wear multicolored, multitask. We wear different hats here in Toastmasters. What a nonchalant way of delivering your evaluation, Toastmaster Ben. Thank you for that. And for Toastmaster Marlon, in your next speech, we will be looking more of more examples to speak from the heart and with the hand gestures more control. Thank you very much for the tips, Toastmaster Ben. Now, for our second evaluator, can we call on Toastmaster Jack Cañete to evaluate our Martin Rivera of ESA and Oman. Go ahead, Toastmaster Jack.
Hey, my lady. I will not sing. Okay, I am not as happy. I am not having that voice of Toastmaster Bong. But let me congratulate our speaker for today, Toastmaster Bong. I really admire how you capture my attention when you open your speech with that song, Bay My Lady by Martin Midora. Is that right? Yes, I am listening. How you sing and how you speak. I love the facial expression. Ah, yes, Gary Valenciano. Okay. Martin V. I don't know who did it first. Gary V or Martin V. I don't know. I need to research further. But nonetheless, Bay My Lady is the song of choice. Martin. Okay. I'm lost. But I love the facial expression of Toastmaster Bong as he delivered his speech. He really captures my attention when he opened that speech with a song, with that heart and facial expression that really, if you are closely looking at him, will really have a question in your mind that this guy is really a person who have the talent of singing and of speaking. So, Master Bong, congratulations for your speech for today. You mentioned that you are a singer from Saudi Arabia and now to Oman, and I know that you are doing well and you use really your talent to really serve and to give back and pay forward, and that is a good steps for you to enhance more on your talent, and as well as for today to improve more on the communication perspective. Let me share to you what I feel is needful for you more to be an effective speaker and at the same time singer. If I may, I only have one for things for improvement, which is to familiarize what you really want to deliver to us. I know that along the way you are out of words because of some instances, but overall the words and the construction of your speech is very good. Adding more bullet points on your speech will give you more emphasis, and the chronological order will give the listener more, as I feel, will help the listener understand more on what you want to impart to them. All right. So overall, I like the combination of speaking and singing. And to integrate both is really a good strategy to capture the attention of your audience. Congratulations, and back to you, Toastmaster Jeff.
Thank you very much, and I'm very excited to tell you of who our winners are. And of course, today is special because aside from the certificate that you are our winners, when we call you, please PM me, of course, your IMG code for your 500 Soldivo. All right. Okay, let me start with and share my screen for our best in table topics. Our winner is soon to be Toastmaster Maribel Carbonell. Can you say some words so Toastmaster Jack can take a photo of you with your certificate?
Hello. Well, actually, I'm so surprised because this is my first time to join this, session, and I was able to become one of the chosen, winner of this topic. So anyway, thank you so much for appreciating my my speech, and hopefully I can be able to join you again in the next sessions of this Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we are excited to welcome you as part of this Toastmaster Club. Toastmasters. to be Toastmaster Maribel Carbonell. Now, for our next award, of course, this will not be any more a surprise because by default, 500 and Soltivo goes to Toastmaster and Sean.
I share this award to my fellow evaluator, Toastmaster Jack, as well as to the speakers, Sir Bong and Sir Marlon. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Our best evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Ben Consolacion.
Thank you.
And because I am so proud of all our speakers, but we only will have one speaker that will be our best within prepared speech. One will receive with extra certificate, but both winners will receive, both speakers will receive 500 Soldivo each. Our best speaker for today is none other than Toastmaster Marlon Bautista.
Thank you so much. Yes, I am happy to receive this one and all of the jokes from our chat box. But it is an honor for me to be your best prepared speaker for today. And I share this award to all of you in Toastmasters. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. To all our winners, congratulations. And of course to TM Ben, TM Maribel, TM Marlon, and TM Bong, PME your IMG code. Thank you very much and congratulations to our winners. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.